to JenniSHOW number 13. It's a bad luck number, and here we are, like, sitting right, like, underneath an airstrip. So if an airplane lands on us, you know why. It's a conspiracy, I'm sure. So anyway, JenniSHOW number 13. We know it's been, like, way too long since the last one, but hey, we're busy people and we have lives too. So just, it's really noisy here too. So just bear with us because this is a really cool spot, even though it's noisy. But we're doing it for you. So.
Yeah, so Jenni's going to be on Letterman on Thursday. I didn't know that there was anywhere you could go from being on Peter Jennings, but
that's right.
Letterman. Are you scared?
Yeah, actually, like, I wasn't scared, but then people were like, you know, he tends to badger people, kind of heckle them, and I'm like, really? He does? I'm like, oh my god. And then at first I was supposed to be on with Samuel Jackson and Smashing Pumpkins, and Samuel Jackson probably, like, could care less about me, and Smashing Pumpkins seemed really cool, so I'm like, all right. But now I'm going to be on with, like, Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's, like, she seems so nice, but, like, it's rather intimidating company to be on with, you know, like, there she's, she's, you know, kind of short, but she's, like, really thin with, like, enormous breasts. And here I am, like, I'm this huge, like, lumbering oaf. Like, I'm going to get on there, and I'm going to look like a huge behemoth compared to Jamie Lee Curtis. So now I am scared.
Aww.
And I don't have anything to wear, either.
I think it'll be really fun, especially if he does sort of a top 10 thing. Like a top 10 things you won't see on the JenniCam.
You know, actually, people have, I have a list of top 10 ways you know you're watching too much JenniCam that has been compiled by, like, you know, my IRC channel.
You should bring that to the show. That'd be really cool.
Is there any chance he would watch that he would use that though? It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, you could be like, well, I have a top 10 for you.
That's right. Because it's kind of like one of them is, like, you no longer sleep like 8 hours. You get 1 minute and 59-second micro sleeps all day long.
You know you've been watching the JenniSHOW too much when you notice too many details.
Exactly.
We've been getting a lot of people noticing lots of details. Like, someone was noticing that, like, my hair is always in the same place to block the microphone. That was
yeah, well, they didn't know it because of the microphone. They're like, how come you always wear your hair on one side or wear it on the other side? It's because, like, typically we're wearing these little microphones, and if the hair gets on it, it goes, and then, like, you can't hear anything. So, once again, we're doing it for you. But this time we're using the other microphone, so our hair can be anywhere.
So we have a whole bunch of questions. We have one from Todd. Todd wants to know, Jenni, what is your most romantic experience ever?
Oh, this is great. It's such a shame that I broke up with this guy. But he and I were on a vacation to the beach, and we, like, spent the whole day, like, playing on the beach and, like, going to a water park and riding the rides and, like, had a very fun day. And anyway, like, it was the evening, and we were, like, taking a moonlight walk on the beach, very romantic, and like 2 or 3 times throughout the evening he had said something that, like, I pretended to be offended by, like, it's something that could be construed as, like, something bad. So I pretended to be offended. Oh, and so finally he's like, why don't we just start over? We're like, pretend like we just met. I'm like, okay, like, hi, my name's Brittany, what's your name? He's like, my name's Bob. And I'm like, nice to meet you, Bob. He's like, will you marry me? And he popped out this ring, and I'm like, ah! What? I'm looking at it, I'm going like, I'm looking at this thing, and suddenly it occurs to me, like, he's waiting for an answer. He's waiting for an answer. I'm sitting there looking at it going like, he's got a ring. Like, he didn't just say it, like, he's actually got a ring. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. So, like, as soon as I realized, like, what he was asking, like, I like, screamed yes. I'm like, yes, yes, and I, like, leaped into his arms. And anyway, like, we kept walking on the beach, and, like, we took a ride on the Ferris wheel and, like, kissed at the top of the Ferris wheel, and it was, like, so sweet and everything. And, like, then I realized that I was 17 and, like, had no business being engaged, and I wasn't ready for it, so I broke up with him. But that was undoubtedly the most romantic 24 hours of my life.
Dr. Laura would be very proud of you. She thinks that people shouldn't be married before they're, like, 25 or something like that.
Yeah,
She's always yelling at people for that.
He was a great, super guy, and Tim, if you're watching this, like,
we have a plane coming in.
Oh my god! Jax, I think the wind, like, I don't know. That's so cool. Oh, and then, like, the after wind comes along. Oh my god, that's, like, the coolest thing. They've been going the other direction, which isn't just cool, and then they came this way. It rocks. That's so awesome. You probably can't even see it because you guys have got this crappy real video, but trust us, it's cool. So anyway, I was in the middle of apologizing to Tim for like breaking up with him because he was a really sweet guy, and he probably doesn't even know how to use computers, so there's probably just no chance in hell he'll ever see this. But still, if somebody knows him, somebody knows Tim Rao, like tell him I said hi, and I'm sorry, and I hope he's doing well.
So, someone wanted to know, Jenni, why are you always so serious on the JenniCam?
Okay. This is my impression of somebody when they're having fun. This is my impression of somebody when they're reading 700 emails a day. Guess which I'm doing more often. Yeah. Most of the time, I'm just reading my email. Now, sometimes I get the occasional funny email, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, and then I read the next one. But, like, it's not like I'm getting these emails, and I'm going like, ho ho, that was a funny one, ah ha ha, you know, like, you don't get jaunty when you're in your own office, you're just reading the mail. So yeah, I'm not actually, like, serious, I'm just concentrating, I'm just, you know, send me funny emails, send me, like, hysterical jokes and stuff. I, like, recently, I got this great joke, it's, like, the funniest blonde joke I've ever heard, because this one's, like, actually bad but good, and I'm going to tell you, and actually a reader sent it to me, but I don't remember who. So, whoever it was, thank you. Okay. A lawyer and a blonde are sitting next to each other on an airplane. And the lawyer thinks he's going to be funny. He says, hey, why don't we play a game? I'll ask you a question, and if you can't answer it, you give me $5. Then you ask me a question. If I can't answer it, I'll give you $5. And she's like, oh, I'm really tired. I'm just going to take a nap. So she, like, rolls over and, like tries to go to sleep. He's like, oh, come on, why don't you play? She's like, I'm just tired. He goes, okay, I'll make you a deal. If I ask you a question you can't answer, you give me $5. And if you ask me a question and I can't answer, I give you $50. She's like, just to get the guy off her back, she's like, fine, okay, I'll play your stupid game. So anyway, he asks her a question, and she doesn't know the answer. So she gets up the $5 and hands it to him. Oh, wait, no, there's like a specific question. Oh, she says, like, what's the capital of Tijuana? It's not Tijuana because that is like a city. What's the capital of Germany? And she says, I don't know, here's $5. So she asked him, okay, what goes up a hill with 2 legs and down a hill with 3? And the lawyer's sitting there going, God. So he, like, fires up his laptop and he's, like, checking out the internet, like, trying to find an answer to this. She's like, man, like, half an hour later, he hands her $50 and says, I'm sorry, I just can't find this one anywhere. Good question. So what does go up a hill with 2 legs and down a hill with 3? She pulls out $5 and hands it to him. I think that was funny, because even though she didn't know, she either smart enough or, like, accidentally enough, like it still worked. That was a really good one. So. You're supposed to be laughing now, damn it. Okay, next question.
David wants to know, Jenni, did you actually meet Ana from AnaCAM, and how was your meeting?
I actually did meet Ana. Me and Joffrey went and met her at her hotel when she was playing for our, she was playing with a bunch of bands in D.C. for, I don't even remember what it was called. It was some kind of, like, lesbian music festival, but it was cool. I was supposed to go, but, like, I couldn't make it because I was picking up somebody from the airport. So we met her at her hotel after, and she's really funny. She's short and she's, like, wicked skinny. This girl's, like, this big around. Like, once again, makes me feel like a big oaf. So, she was really cool. She admits, like, kind of tipsy already, and, like, kept drinking throughout the whole time we were there. Like not a lot, but she had, like, a little thing of Goldschlager that she sipped constantly, so she wasn't getting any less tipsy. And she was hysterical. I found out that even though she and I are very different, like, in sort of our lifestyle choices and things like that, a lot of our philosophies about things are very much the same. So we had, like, a hysterical fun time. And at the end, like, she spilled her Goldschlager all over the table. And so she was, like, going like this. She's like, oh, and she was, like, getting really weird. It was very strange. But had a good time, and my face, like, had an allergic reaction to the Goldschlager, which wasn't fun. But it was very cool. And I'm hereby cordially inviting Ana to be on the Jenni Show anytime she's in D.C.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
I think that would rock really hard. So, Ana, hi, I think you're awesome. I had a great time.
And also, I think that you will probably have very similar audience responses. Like, I'm sure every single thing that you do, there's like 100 people that hate you for it and 100 people that love you for it.
Yeah, it was
and
actually...
it's difficult to like weed through and be like, okay, this is what it's supposed to do. This is my life.
Actually telling Anna that like people write to me all the time saying that I'm too fat, and she said it's okay because she gets messages from people all the time saying that she's too skinny. She's like, people write me all the time like, eat some food, girl. So apparently, like, nobody's happy. Like, there's no good body. You're either too fat or too skinny. So I'll just stick with this.
Well, here's a good related one from Todd again. Jenny, if someone offered you plastic surgery for free, would you take it or would you refuse? And if you took it, what would you change?
God, I don't know. I'd have to say no because, you know, like, not everything's perfect and stuff, but, like, I've seen some people who started out looking okay and then had plastic surgery and ended up looking like monsters afterwards. Like, look at Michael Jackson. That's scary. That's frightening. And if you like Michael Jackson, screw you, because this is the Jenni Show. Get your own show and talk about how much you love Michael Jackson. I'm, like, not saying sorry for anything I say anymore. Damn it. Get your own show. So, like, my nose is okay. Like, it could be a little thinner, but maybe I'd look stupid with a thinner nose. I don't know. I know my mom, actually, she had her nose, like, there was something wrong with it. So she had her nose fixed, and while she was at it, she's like, well, can you also, like, take out that big hump in the middle of it? Oh, and while you're doing my nose, why don't you give me a chin? So my mom had her nose and chin done, and now she looks almost exactly like me. So I'm like, if my mom had all that plastic surgery done to look like me, like, who would I want to look like? I'm perfectly happy just looking like myself, so. And plus I'm working out more, so like, see, there's actually like a muscle there. You can see, like, it's not big, but it's there. So I'm going to get buff. And even if I don't, like, who cares? Because I got a boyfriend and he thinks I rock.
Oh, I would so totally get plastic surgery if I could. I would so totally have breast reduction. Because it's not a vanity thing. God made a mistake. He did.
The thing is, like, my breasts, like, I wouldn't want implants because they're just so stupid, and I don't think I can really go much smaller. So I gotta leave the breasts alone.
Yeah, see, my center of gravity is completely off. I can't
bet,
ride a normal bicycle. I was riding, I was at the bike shop and I was trying like all these mountain bikes, and I could not stay on them. I felt like I was gonna fall off because my center of gravity is in a totally different place than most human beings.
Oh my God.
So God made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not angry about it.
Wow.
He did.
In my family, there's the Ringley breast is my dad's side of the family, and there's like my mom's side of the family breast. And I got my mom's side of the family. You know, like we got like, actually I'm bigger than my mom even. I got like generous sized breasts for that side of the family. But my dad's side of the family has breasts like literally like this big. Like my cousin Robin could probably sit like with a table here, and her breasts would like sit on the table out to there. But like that can't be cool either. Like that can't be fun. So I'd much rather stick with what I've got than have like, wow.
Well, if you have big breasts but they're fake, they stand up on by themselves. You don't need, you don't even need a bra.
Right.
At least that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the plunger, like stuck right on the front. Ew.
Someone was curious about international responses to the JenniCam. Like, have you been getting like lots of responses from a particular country, or like, do people abroad think that the JenniCam is cool, or do they think it's just a weird American thing?
Lately, I've been getting a lot of stuff from Mexico. Like, I must have been on a TV show there or something just recently, because like lots of Mexico people writing. But I'd say like the big three that I typically get emails from are a lot of people from Germany. A lot of people from the Netherlands, and a lot of people from Brazil. The German people seem to like me, the people from the Netherlands think I rock, and the people from Brazil hate me, which is understandable, because women in Brazil are known worldwide for being like particularly like thin and beautiful and high fashion and, you know, like fantastic hair and everything. And like compared to them, I must be very plain. Now, we left the airstrip. We're at the Pentagon City Mall, where on the first Friday of every month, 2600 has their meeting, which is kind of cool. I actually went to one, and they were very interesting people. Like, some of them were very cool, some of them were fascinating, but overall a really interesting group. So here we are at the mall in the food court, and I don't think technically we're even supposed to be here because like public places have like all kinds of rules and stuff about cameras, but like we won't tell them, okay? So we just got done eating. I had mall sushi, which actually proved not to be as bad as you might think. But this is a really cool mall. You should like take a look up at all the windows. It's kind of rocking. Like, I can't even get trees, like, puny trees to grow in my apartment, and they got, like, frickin' palm trees growing all over the place in here. I don't know how that works, but...
Well, let's ask some questions that would really disturb all the mall goers. MD wants to know, Jenni, do you like X-rated magazines and movies?
Woohoo! Magazines don't really do a lot for me. The movies are kind of cool, like, I don't know. But I just signed on to an X-rated site because they said, like, you get a 2-day preview for free. So I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'll sign on for free for 2 days. So anyway, like, I was checking out, and they had, like, this area of, like, games. And, like, one of them was called Sperm Invaders. And it had, like, these little, like, women with, like, their legs spread open that would, like, fall down. And you had, like, a penis in there, and you had to, like, try to shoot the women. And, like, they were all just about that cool. And so I played all the games, and it took me about 5 minutes. They were all so stupid. And then I, like, went and looked through the pictures, and they were all, like, really standard, really stupid. And then I, like, got on the live chat thing where, like, you watch the girl doing stuff, and it was, like, really stupid. Like, essentially, I just realized that, like, it's all pretty lame. Like, I was really kind of disappointed by my first, you know, sex site experience. Like, I don't know why online porn has, like, this huge, like, aura around it. It's really kind of disappointing.
Maybe you're just not a guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, frankly, I think I'd be frightened if a guy were, like, excited by Sperm Invaders or, you know, like, Joffrey was laughing just as hard as me, and then, like, we went to the where you watch the girl doing stuff thing, and, like, you write to her and stuff. I was kind of lurking. But she was just, like, not even doing anything. She was just, like, sitting there, and you saw, like, from, like, her thighs down. Like, you didn't even see, like, anything. She was kind of, like, sitting there, like, twiddling her toes, and I'm like, wow, if I were a guy, this would really do it for me. So we're done with the mall. We're done with, like, the flight strip. We're done with pretty much everything. That's the end of the show. And here we are, like, by the lovely Potomac Green River. But it's actually kind of soothing, and that locust sound is just fantastic. So thank you, and that's it for JenniSHOW number 13. I didn't get, like, hit by a plane or anything, and unless I fall backwards off this railing, all went fine. So we'll see you next week. Bye. Off the railing.
I have